No?
Gotta
You're
give me
not
some.
funny at all.
No.
Wow.
I never laugh.
I need to play off other people. Otherwise, I got nothing. My name is Nathan. I'm a senior, and I'm studying math at the U. In my opinion, like our worldview is and how Catholicism shapes it and how God shapes it is probably one of the most important things about how we live our lives. Because if I'm a believer in God, if I believe in that Jesus died for our sins, yet I'm living a life that's totally based in secularism, where the highest thing I value is pleasure and feeling good rather than doing God's will, then I'm really not living a Christian life. So I think this has been a huge shift in my life. I've always had an intuition that the Catholic worldview of things was sort of the right way to view life, and that the secular worldview is kind of empty. But I think like most, I had my ups and downs in college. So around my sophomore year, I really got into drinking, partying, and just kind of being an idiot. I noticed then in my life that a lot of what I had going for me was really surface level. All I really wanted was just to be liked and also just to be considered cool, to meet people, but to meet, just literally just meet people. Like not to be known, but not know anyone really. And I noticed that a lot of my friendships were really stagnant. So one thing I noticed, like with my Catholic friendships, so such as with our great hosts tonight, Kristen and Evan, when I see them, like I have a deep friendship with them, and I truly mean it. Like when I say like, what's different with them is like they care about my soul, and my secular friends, like I don't know if they think I have a soul. Like, I don't know if they think there's anything more than that. But like we're friendly with each other, but there's nothing deep. A big shift happened when I kind of had like, this is too dramatic, but you know, like a little bit of like an existential crisis. It's like, is this all that there is? I hope that there's something more. And at this time I was still like a practicing Catholic, but my worldview was not at all like being influenced by my belief in God and Catholicism. I'm sure a lot of this is just from the grace of God. So I read a book that's not at all an overtly Catholic book. It's called Brave New World. I've talked about it a lot, I feel like, but it's really about, and by reading the book, I kind of realized like, oh, I'm kind of living in a brave new world. And so the whole crux of the book is about how everyone has all the pleasures they'd ever want in life. They don't age, they don't experience any hardship, and they can experience pleasure at no cost. So it sounds really awesome, but then the hero of the book comes in, John, and he notices how empty this world is, how really there's no growth, there's no development, there's no depth, there's no change, everything's really static. And he has one of my favorite quotes ever when he says, quote, "I don't want comfort, I want God, I want poetry, I want real danger, I want freedom, and I want goodness." And that like really clicked with me. Finally it made sense, and it's such a weird thing because like God really spoke to me in that, because this book is not, I don't know if you know the author, Aldous Huxley, he's a weird guy, and he's not exactly Catholic, but like God still spoke to me through that book, and it made me realize that there's something greater than just pleasure and enjoyment and the surface things in life and material. There's something much greater and deeper than that, and that's God. That was a huge shift in my life. So come second half of sophomore year, I really began to like say, I want to be around other people that really value God and value Jesus and what Jesus did for us, and trying to model my life after that. And God has just blessed me with amazing friends that are just, they truly care about me more than any other people I've met in my life, like outside of my family probably, like just amazing friends. So that's been super powerful. And then also to conclude, really, God helping me understand that I have a soul, that everyone has a soul. That's the greatest thing in life, because when we go through hardship in life, which is a guarantee, we can't just go to our pleasure centers and expect everything to be fixed. But with God in our life, we can see the hard times, such as whether it be a pandemic that we're all going through right now, or relationship issues with family, school, etc. We can turn to God and really honor Him and understand that He has a greater plan for our life, and that He really values us as who we are, and He wants to go with us through this struggle so we can go closer to Him. So, knowing that, God has provided me with the greatest meaning that I could ever experience in my life, the greatest friendships, and obviously the greatest love I could ever experience. So, thank you.